Hey, wake up, you forgot what day is it? Oh, come on, it's Newstown, man. Hello everyone and welcome to Newstown. I'm your host Haris and today we got some juicy news. Let's get started. A surprise, but a welcome one. Valve has just announced its own handheld gaming console. Valve Steam Deck is a handheld gaming PC that runs Linux. The Steam Deck is a compact gaming PC running a custom version of SteamOS, while also functioning as a computer. The Steam Deck has a form factor similar to other portable gaming consoles like the Nintendo Switch. But unlike most controllers, the Steam Deck has a very weird placement for the analogs and buttons. The Steam Deck also has dual stereo speakers. On the front is a 7-inch 400 nits max brightness, 1280 by 800 resolution IPS LCD display with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. And guess what? Touch support. The Steam Deck runs on a custom AMD APU. The CPU is based on the Zen 2 architecture and features 4-core 8 threads with clock speed of 2.4 to 3.5 GHz. The GPU uses the latest RDNA 2 architecture with 8 compute units. Our model will get 16 GB of LPDDR5 RAM and has a microSD slot. Lastly, the Steam Deck has a 40-watt-hour battery. For pricing, the slowest 64 GB eMMC is for $399. Middle to 50 GB of faster NVMe is for $529. And an even faster 512 GB NVMe is for $649. Dang, this is a Switch killer, boys! Netflix might launch a game streaming service like Stadia and Xbox Cloud. Wow, what a surprise! A Bloomberg report confirmed that Netflix is working on game streaming service of its own, but not like YouTube or Twitch. It will instead go against Google Stadia and Xbox Cloud services. Just like other services, Netflix will let you play games on the cloud without having to own powerful hardware to do so. And guess what? They're serious. Netflix even snacks former EA and Oculus exec to lead its video game efforts. The streaming company has hired Mike Verdu as its vice president of game development. For those of you who don't know, Mike Verdu has worked on the Sims, Plants vs. Zombies, Zynga games, Farmville, and even Star Wars. According to Bloomberg, Netflix could offer games right next to its other streaming content within the next year listed as a new genre. Perhaps a small bump in the price is to be expected once the service launches, but we shouldn't expect lots of third-party games coming. Lastly, Netflix is reportedly planning to launch the service outside its Netflix app to avoid Apple Arcade and Stadia. Wow! Speaking of streaming, Microsoft's new Windows 365 subscription lets you stream Windows 11 from anywhere. Cool! Recently, Microsoft announced Windows 365 during its conference. Dubbed the Cloud PC during the presentation, Windows 365 is the first subscription-based Windows license, which lets users log into a VM running Windows 11 from any device, anywhere you have an internet connection. Ultimately, this kind of setup makes it easier for larger companies and enterprises. Using this kind of solution would make management easier, without needing to manually manage and configure physical hardware. Sadly, there's no info and pricing on the new product, when it will be available on Microsoft corporate customers on August 2nd. So we'll wait, but hold up, Clippy is returning as an emoji. Yep, Microsoft mascot Clippy is coming back from the dead, but only as an emoji. As you might remember from the 2000 as a virtual assistant, Microsoft says it is now bringing back the design for its modern office products. Clippy would replace the existing paperclip emoji in its Microsoft 365 products. Welcome back. Oh wait a minute, isn't this the time to say speed run? Google got fined 500 million euros in France over an antitrust lawsuit. Every day keeps happening. The antitrust ruling of fining Google in France followed almost a 7-month period in which Google was supposed to reach an agreement with local publishers to use snippets of their content on Google News. Unfortunately, Google didn't offer a fair deal and couldn't agree with the publisher on a payment framework. But in addition, Google will have to negotiate again anyway or they lose more money. Twitter just recently killed Fleets, which if you didn't know was the Twitter version of the famous Stories. As we know, Snapchat started the Stories mayhem and other companies joined in. But sadly for Twitter, it didn't go so well. It just announced that it's killing Fleets. People just weren't using Fleets unlike other apps, and Fleets will be buried on August 3. Twitter said it will use its learning from Fleets to focus on creating other ways for people to join conversation and talk about what's happening in their world. Wow, marketing terms. But yeah, rest in peace. Hey, TSMC revenue surge as one chip shortage will continue into next year. Well, that sucks. Well, the second one. Chip manufacturer TSMC has reiterated that it expects chip shortages to continue into next year, Bloomberg reports. The warning came as the company reported its latest financial result, which saw its net sales rise almost 20% to around $13.3 billion compared to the same quarter the previous year. But good news, shortages should reduce for automakers sooner. Yay for cars! Apple just quietly released the official MagSafe battery pack for $99, which is quite normal for them. Apple has quietly released its MagSafe battery pack for $99. The MagSafe battery pack is not available from Apple's website. The battery pack only comes in a matte white finish and features a lightning port to recharge it. Classic Apple. The MagSafe battery pack can be recharged with up to 20 watts of power, and according to 9to5Mac, it has a capacity of 1460 mAh. The pack does not include a charger or cable though. We did it boys, pollution is no more. Sad news for OnePlus fans, the base OnePlus 9 Pro is not coming to North America. The more affordable model of the OnePlus 9 Pro, the one with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, set to be sold for $969, will not be available in the US or Canada. It was part of the original launch plan, but the supply issues made it a no-go. But good news, the 9 Pro is having a discount valid until July 21. Using the code BESTOP9PRO, you can get $100 cut off the 12 to 56 gig model, which means $970. Hey, that's good. Oh wow, it's late already. Man, gotta go to sleep so I don't miss more episodes, am I right? Yep, so come back on Monday for more juicy tech news like this one and subscribe so you won't miss it, alright? Cool? Peace out.